and they obviously smacked the hell out of the New York Jets, who might be.
They are. They are actually friend of the program right here, good friend Michael Cole of the program. He has jumped ship. He is now a New England Patriots fan. He is done with the Jets.
That's not real.
Yes, it is.
Dude,
yes, it is.
I'm telling you.
That can't be real.
Just think about the kick thing that happened with that lady. Just think about that. Like, let alone your ass. Your team is cheeks. Okay, this is a butthole operation from top to bottom, and it has been. Then this girl is doing a kick for her dad, and then they find out that she might actually be able to make this thing.
She played middle school soccer. She can't do this.
We thought there was no chance she would make it. No way. Did you see Nick play tennis? There's no way this lady's able to make a field goal. Then they find out, somebody goes like, hey, she's a high school soccer. She has kicked before. Cancel it. Cancel that thing. Completely get that out of there. It's like everything they do is like, how can we be the most hateable franchise? Like, how can we make our fans hate us more than they did before? And obviously that is just kind of in it. And we would have done a kick. We reached out to the Rose Bowl where the next game day is, and we thought there'd be no chance Rose Bowl people would say yes. And with the torrential downpour potentially coming, who knows how it would go. The Rose Bowl people are like, yeah, you can use the field for game day for her to kick, by the way. So we were going to do that. That was something that was happening. So when I put the eyeballs up on that thing, I very much text, call, easy, let's see, can we do this? It would have been for $252. You know, and I think it would have been at the Rose Bowl, whether or not she wanted to do that. So shout out to the Rose Bowl saying, yes, we will definitely do that. And also shout out to the Jets for saying, actually, yeah, she can do the $100,000 kick now. She missed it, okay, which stinks. A lot of people missing kicks. I mean, that's pretty obvious going out there. But just everything about the organization sucks. And then you start seeing like, well, it's a new defensive head coach and a defensive mindset. It's like, well, they have 0 interceptions on the season.
Zero?
0.
None.
That's
not even like one that was tipped up in the air.
Tips, overthrows. Got to get those? They ain't get any of them. That is just something that hasn't happened. Defensive coach. Now, they trade pieces away, great piece away, to get more assets, and obviously they'll make the right decisions on what those assets should be going forward. Sure. We assume. Maybe I'm a fan of Aaron Glenn, but the shit that's coming out about this defense being historically terrible and this team being historically terrible is outrageous. Lost 4 straight games by 23 points in the history of the NFL football. History. Jets in 2025. Then you got to go back to the 70s, the 50s, the 30s, and the 20s. The Oorang Indians in 1923 lost 4 straight games by 23-plus points. And you think to yourself, the Oorang Indians, that's not a team. It is.
Yeah, Nicky Sass's boys.
Yeah, yes, actually, you do know of them. Who was the star on?
Jimmy Thorpe.
Yeah, you ever heard of him?
Jim Thorpe?
Yes, Jim Thorpe was the star. The Oorang Indians were a team of all Native Americans. I can't believe they called themselves that. I don't know if they know how offensive that was to themselves at the time. Okay, obviously, that would vastly be different now. But the Oorang Indians were a team Jim Thorpe was on that was led by a guy who was literally just trying to sell dogs from his dog kennel. They lost 4 straight games of 23-plus points. They didn't think it could be done at the time. They're the first team ever to do it, 1923. Teams like, there's no way you could be this ass. And then the Oorang Indians were like, it's not about football anyways. We're trying to sell these sweet dogs. They got very cool dogs. Airedale Terriers, I believe is the name of the dogs. Good-looking dogs. I mean, they got good stances, good posture, good noses and everything like that.
Smart dogs.
They were named the Oorang Indians because the name Oorang was a kennel where this guy was trying to sell dogs. There it is. That's the dog they're trying to move. That ain't the dog, actually.
Is that Jim Thorpe?
That's not the Airedale dog. Yeah, Bruce got completely wrong. Jim Thorpe loves dogs, though, which we certainly respect. That's not the Airedale that they were trying.
Kennedy.
Yeah. What's that?
You're right.
Oh, yeah, true. That's one of the things.
Oh, yeah. Animal cruelty.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it.
Space hot.
But anytime you're in the same conversation as the Oorang Indians, who are a team that was literally only put together to move some dogs, you know it's not going well. And that's the New York Jets of this season. And it's first year with a new head coach. And he's a defensive coach, and we love Aaron Glenn, but we don't save him. We don't know if they could be saved over there in New York, honestly.
I mean, it was ugly, all-time bad. You talk about 0 interceptions. That seems impossible to be able to do. I think they're second or third to last in the league when it comes to sacks as well. You mentioned trading Quentin Williams, trading Sauce Gardner. So, obviously, they were tanking on this year. It was a little stretch in the middle of the season. I think they won 2 or 3, maybe back-to-back games. But, yeah, it's just an all-around shit show. From the top down, the New York Jets. I mean, will it be one and done? I hope not for Aaron Glenn. I like Aaron Glenn.
I hope for Aaron Glenn.
They have all these picks and shit. Will they do the right thing? They haven't done it historically. Let's see if they can figure it out. But, I mean, that shit is all-time bad. The only thing I was thinking with this game right after halftime was get Drake May out. Like I would hate to see him just go down and be hurt for the playoffs or anything like that, because this team, who Brady Cook was that quarterback now, it's just it's a shit show.
Well, and that's why when you say like we like Aaron Glenn, I actually don't, because the only thing that I was worried about was the injuries, and then they're doing cheap bullshit after the plays. It's like, okay, so this guy, or I won't say this guy, but this team is a detriment to football because watching them makes you not like the sport. But then at the other side of it, it's like I'm now worried about just the safety and medical, future of the players of the team I root for. When you think of the front office and ownership, they're crooks. I mean, sure, the Pittsburgh Pirates guy, Bob Nutting, he just goes down to the Pirates field and he collects a check and he doesn't spend money, and that's cool and great.
We just paid O'Kern, thank you.
That's right, 2 years, $26 million. In baseball, that is basically pennies. But again, it's one of those things where they're honestly just collecting checks, and that's how it feels. Like no matter what you say about this Jets team, there's nothing you can look at and say like that's good. Garrett Wilson hasn't played since October, and he's their leading receiver. It's almost January. Like that is abysmal. It's pathetic beyond sports. Like it's pathetic in the sense of getting Fs and finishing last in a race where you should finish first. I don't even know what to compare it to because it's so embarrassing. And as a Patriots fan, as a member of the AFC East, like I'm calling for their fans to either veto some sort of movement or growth within MetLife, within the team. If I'm Aaron Glenn, if I'm a fan of Aaron Glenn, I'm telling him like, hey, you got to chain yourself to the practice facility and say, hey, no one's allowed to use this thing until either ownership sells, until they completely redo their front office, because there isn't any hope. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to use those picks they got. They're going to draft 2 guys, and both those guys, one of them might be really good. They're going to trade him in 3 years after whoever they draft at quarterback doesn't work out. And most likely as well, they're never going to rebuild. The Dolphins, I have way more faith in the Dolphins. The Bills have Josh Allen, and the Patriots have Drake May and Mike Vrabel. Like, realistically, the Jets are not going to win for another 20-plus years unless there's changes.
Hey, J-E-T-S, Jets.
He quit again. Unfortunately, it is our 5th retirement tour for Fireman Ed. Fireman Ed has called it again. He is doing George Belanda.
He's doing what you're saying.
Yeah,
he's saying enough. Enough of this. Enough of this. I used to run towards fires, not away from them. Why am I standing up to cheer for dumpster fires? Okay? I'm a firefighter. I'm supposed to be fighting against these things. And he feels like what he's cheering for at this point is a fire. Now, on that note, they were not in the Lame Bowl yesterday between the Raiders and the Giants. That was another team that caused MetLife home. Yeah. So shout out to the New York, New Jersey people. Woo. You're doing great.
Jump ship.
At least they had a run. Giants.
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The Jets did too, remember?
Yeah,
Joe.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither. I just seen a clip.
Yeah.
They look like a good time. He's by the pool. There's no social media.
Colin
oh, my gosh.